Good morning, children. I welcome everyone for the online class for the class 8th standard. Today's topic is microorganisms. What is microorganisms? Previous year in 7th standard we have studied about microorganisms. Let me take a review and repeat the topic microorganisms. Micro means small. Organisms means living creatures. Where these living organisms are found? These living organisms are found everywhere. We say God is everywhere. No, in the same manner, microorganisms are found in every habitats. They are found in water, they are found in oceans, they are found in soil, they are found in the air. Today people are threatened by the coronavirus. Coronavirus is also a microorganism which is being widely spread throughout the world through the air medium. Later we discuss about the coronavirus. Now we will come to the size of these microorganisms. This size varies from microns, that is the smallest microorganism is said to be having 0.15 micron. Micron means 10 raised to minus 6. Now we come to the branch which deals with the microorganisms is known as microbiology. And the scientist who studies about the microorganisms are said to be microbiologist. Living creatures, we see so many living creatures. They are of huge size like elephants, and some are very minute, cannot be seen through our naked eyes. So what are microorganisms? Microorganisms are those organisms which cannot be seen through the naked eyes. They can be seen through a device, an instrument. You know that the name of the instrument is microscope. There are two types of microscope: compound microscope and electron microscope. With the help of this microscope, we are able to see the size as well as the structure as well as the shape of the microbes in the microscope. Living organisms are classified into plants, animals, and microorganisms. Next, we come to the different types of microorganisms. That is, first one, the bacteria. So one activity I will give you: draw a neat label diagram of bacteria. So bacteria are of useful bacteria and as well as harmful bacteria. You can see on this whiteboard the structure of bacteria. When seen under microscope, they appear to be like this, as I have drawn on the whiteboard. These are double membranous structure, and they have two membranes. One is the membranes are called as outer and inner membrane. These are called as cell membrane. And inside the membrane, here you can see the fluid that is called as cytoplasm. And there is a genetic material inside the cytoplasm. And you can see the genetic material as no true nucleus. Means they are not bonded with the nuclear membrane. The organisms which do not have definite nuclear membrane, they are said to be prokaryotes. So bacteria is a prokaryote, and it is a unicellular. Uni means single celled organisms. And this bacteria is of size 0.15 microns. The smallest bacteria is of size 0.15 microns. Bacteria are of useful as well as harmful. Useful means they are useful for the benefit and welfare of mankind. For example, curdling of milk. The milk turns into curd with the help of a bacteria called as lactobacillus. And certain bacteria are found in the root nodules of leguminous plants. Leguminous means the plants having weak stem. For example, groundnut plants. Groundnut plants you know that groundnuts are tasty to eat. Why? Because there is a bacteria in the root nodules of the leguminous plant which converts nitrogen in the atmosphere to nitrites and nitrates. That is why the groundnuts are very much tasty to eat. We obtain nitrogen with the help of the bacteria called as rhizobium. Harmful bacteria. These are disease causing bacteria. They cause diseases to the plants as well as crops, as well as they cause diseases to the human beings as well as animals. One of the bacteria is anthrax. Anthrax is the bacteria found in the cattle and sheep. You know that they don't brush up their teeth. Continuously these cattle going on day and night chewing their curd, fodder, and the bacteria settle on the foods, and in this way what happens, the bacteria spreads to human beings also from animals. It is said that this bacteria was used as a weapon during the World War. That is the anthrax bacteria, which is a harmful bacteria found in the nose as well as tooth, in the mouth parts of the cattle and sheep. They spread very rapidly, they reproduce very rapidly, and the blood comes out from the natural openings of these animals. So this is all about bacteria. And now we come to the types of bacteria. There are 4 types of bacteria. That is, spring-shaped bacteria is called as Spirillum, spherical-shaped bacteria is called as Coccus, and rod-shaped bacteria are called as Bacillus, and the comma-shaped bacteria are called as Vibrio. So these are the different types of bacteria. They cause different diseases, and some bacteria are useful. For example, rod-shaped bacteria. Where do we find rod-shaped bacteria? We find rod-shaped bacteria in the curds. That is the curdling of milk. You know that a few drops of lemon when added to a curd, suddenly what happens? The milk turns into curd. When your mother does not boil the milk, what happens? The milk turns into curd so fast that they reproduce and multiply within a hours as well as within a days also. Sometimes they reproduce within a seconds also. The reproduction rate of these bacteria are very much fast, and they spread through the different medias like air, water, soil, sometimes the food also. Next we come to the viruses. You might have heard about AIDS. Viruses are much more stronger than the bacteria. The symptoms varies with the bacteria. The symptoms may more compared with the bacteria. For example, cough, sneeze, all these are the symptoms of the spreading of diseases. What is AIDS? AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Acquired means what we require. Immuno means the human system. Which is the human system in our body? That is white blood cells, which are commonly called as WBCs. The white blood cells act as a human system in our body. They act as a defense mechanism in our body, which kills any other bacteria or the viruses which enter in our body. So we acquire the human system. We acquire the WBCs. Deficiency means limited. We require human system, that is WBC, but there is a deficiency of human system. Deficiency of white blood cells. Syndrome means a bunch of diseases, a collection of diseases. Okay, the person suffering from AIDS, he will having a symptoms or more symptoms. For example, hair loss, memory loss, hunger, appetite, starvation, skin allergies, cancer, and constipation, low metabolic rate. These are the symptoms. Skin allergies, And these are the symptoms. A person suffering from AIDS, he will having a set of a bunch of diseases. So such a dangerous disease is AIDS. The AIDS disease is spread through having a sexual contact with the infected AIDS patients. Also, it is spread through the using unsterilized needles. Also, is spread when mother breastfeeds a child. When a infected mother breastfeeds a child. So this is the mode of transmission of AIDS from one person to the another person. Next, we come to the AIDS is not spread by using public toilets. So we go for public toilets, bus stand, railway station. There many people will come. The infected person also he comes and urinate there. But in this case, the AIDS is not spread by using public toilets. AIDS is not spread by hugging, kissing, or sharing utensils, or sharing towels, sharing soaps, sharing cosmetics. In this way, the AIDS is not spread by this. AIDS is not spread by also by shaking the hands. So these are all about the AIDS. So we have to take a precautionary measures about these microbes. So microbes are very much dangerous. They spread very rapidly from one person to the another person. When you sneeze or cough, make use of a clean handkerchief. Whenever you go for a washroom, see that you may put water to the toilets and wash your hands properly. Keep a distance with the person, one who is infected, and in this way we have to take precautionary measures. Suddenly, when you are infected with the if you are infected with the any diseases, consult the doctors. They give a proper medications for the prevention of the diseases. So, my dear children, I think you have understood clearly about today's topic, microorganisms. Let me give an activity for you people. That is, take down in your notebook. What is microorganisms? First question. Second question, what is microbiology? Third question, who are microbiologists? Fourth one, draw the neat diagram of bacteria and label the parts. Write the different types and draw the diagram of the bacteria. Explain the structure of the bacteria. Write the useful and the harmful bacteria. The uses of useful and harmful bacteria. Next question, what is AIDS? How AIDS is spread? What are the precautionary measures to prevent AIDS? Write the measures. Okay, that's all. Today's homework is these are the things given to you, and you have to write down your activities and submit to my number. Have a nice day. Take care of your health and stay home. Be safe. Thank you. One and all.